I negate the resolve. Belief in the supernatural is incompatible with the belief in science. First, on framing. First, for today's burden, the affirmation must prove that in every instance the supernatural is incompatible with the belief in science. Now, on a few key definitions for today's debate. First, Webster's dictionary defines belief as an acceptance that a statement is true or that something else exists. Incompatible is incapable of association or harmonious existence. Belief in the supernatural is defined as a belief in power or a being that governs created the supernatural. Prefer this definition as etymology agrees. This is Wikipedia no date. Supernatural enters the language from poet classical Latin supernaturalis, composed of the super and naturalis nature. Prefer super implies the supernatural to be above nature. Dictionary.com provides super to have some general senses in place to being or associated above or over. This debate is not about angels, demons, favors, miracles, etc. Only if the existence of a force being overnatural. All other non-corporeal categories fall into preternatural. Again, Wikipedia note date. Preternatural is that which is outside the Latin praeter, the natural. Prefer etymological definitions as close to the initial Latin. 1. Because of fairness. Accuracy allows for fair clash in the debate, as it enhances fairness on both sides, as using traditional definition gives both sides access to centuries of theological texts. Second is education. Education of the theological and big philosophical questions is more important than using definitions away from the heart of debate. Prefer this definition as it allows for more education to be created in the debate space. And the third is specificity of what is supernatural, allows for a specific debate that allows for fairer and more education to be had. Clarifications. Throughout the round, we will be using the term God, define, etc. To refer to the existence of the supernatural. We do not endorse a specific religious view, but purely believe that the existence in an overarching supernatural power is compatible with science. Now, on to some prior statements in order to begin today's debate. Supernatural existence is logically and naturally deductible. URT abbreviates Aquinas' 5 reasons why. The burden of the negation is to prove that all 5 independent reasons are false in order to have access to their substantive material in today's debate. If they can't prove the idea of the supernatural is illogical and contradictory to observable sciences, they don't have access in their ground based on fairness. URT no date. First, whatever is in motion was moved by something else. The mover was once at rest as well. To begin with the movement, then is first the mover. This mover is moved by itself and is thus God. Second, everything has a cause. This can go on infinitely, but according to Aquinas, it has been so since the series that would never begin. It is illogical to assume at the very beginning there is God. Third, possible beings are beings that can and cannot exist. There must have been a time when they had not existed at all, which means nothing ever existed and could currently exist. The only existence could be explained if it were necessary beings. There must be one necessary being, God. Fourth, this action judging by something to be perfect means there is a standard that is all perfect, which is God. Fifth, the final cause is the end of which the thing is done. If there is a design, there is a designer. Contention 1 is the Noma principle. The Noma understanding of the interaction between science and religion maintains that science and religion cannot contradict each other because each discipline has its own proper range of inquiry, namely questions of fact versus questions of value. This is Ankerberg 14. The Noma non-overlapping magisterium of science and religion are distinct and separate domains. Science and religion do not overlap, so they must have a harmonious existence. This is Gold 96. The lack of conflict between science and religion lacks from a lack of overlap between their respective domains of professional expertise. Science in the empirical constitution of the universe, and religion in the search for proper ethical values and the spiritual meaning of our lives. And religious existence believes in religious figures believe in Noma. This is again Gold 96. Pope Pius 12 said Catholics could believe whatever science determined about evolution of the human body, so long as they accepted at some point of his choosing, God infused the soul into such a creature. Science cannot touch such a subject, and therefore cannot be threatened by any theological position on such a legitimately and intrinsically religious issue. Pope Pius XII had properly acknowledged and respected the separate domains of science and theology. Contention 2 is the focus of cooperation. Throughout history, belief in the supernatural has not been inherently incompatible with belief in science. Numerous eminent scientists held both scientific and supernatural beliefs simultaneously. Sir Francis Bacon, often regarded as the father of the scientific method, was a devout Christian who saw his science pursuit as a way to uncover God's creation. Furthermore, the website website understands science states moral judgments, aesthetic judgments, decisions about applications of science, and conclusions about the supernatural are outside of the realm of science, but that doesn't mean that these realms are unimportant. Domains such as ethics, aesthetics, and religion fundamentally influence human societies and how societies interact morality with science. Neither are such domains in scholarly. In fact, these topics are proved by scholars. However, questions that arise within these domains generally cannot be resolved by science, although they can be informed by science. The historical precedents against suggest that science conflict between the two belief systems is not insurmountable and has reconciled by many individuals in the past. In conclusion, I have established that the belief in the supernatural is not inherently incompatible with the belief in science. These two belief systems address different aspects of human existence and understanding by fostering open dialogue and recognizing the interpretive nature of both realms. Let us remember that an individual's beliefs are shaped by complex factors, and embrace both the supernatural and scientific perspectives can enrich our understanding of the world around us. For this reason and many more, I urge you to vote in negation.